falta una más.
Una más.
Esa.
Još jedna. Ja sam učio španski. Dotični kompetentni.
So anyway, we started this street gallery in 2010. The idea was developed when we tried to organize an exhibition of our friend Luca Donini from Italy, and we had no idea that it will become a gallery. It was just an empty space for us, which was useful and good for this exhibition, and we just started gluing this artwork of his, and had no big ambitions to include, I don't know, a huge audience or something like that, but we love the idea of using city for whatever we want, using a abandoned alley what everybody was using as a alternative toilet, which was main usage of this part of the street, and to create out of it a gallery for at least few nights.
But physically it looked like a gallery because those were the windows from Cinema Kozara, which is on the next corner, and it's a like exit door on the other side, and they were using that space for promoting movies in the next couple of weeks. So it had some 9 windows. They all were broken, but when you see it, it physically completely looks as a gallery. So that was like the logical idea how to use that space. I mean, not 100% logical, but somehow you will think of it.
But you don't see it the whole of your life, and then all of a sudden it's obvious it was a gallery, which was not. Yeah, but then we started organizing and setting up the artwork, and in the morning when we went there, because we did it in the night, and in the morning then nothing was there. So we were really shocked, and you can imagine how we were, I don't know, depressed because of it. We have this super guy from Italy that came, and we really wanted to make it good, and nothing. We had to figure out what happened. I mean, we thought it was the police. We were really pissed off on the police and stuff like that, but a few months later we found out actually it was some guys that thought that it's too gayish. The exhibition was too gay for them, and they just ripped it all apart, which gave us a huge motive to continue working on a gallery. And we started with the legal procedures to find out whose space it is, who should give us the permissions and stuff like that. But it was really slow. We spent 4 months trying to get just to find out whose space it is, and then we went to the municipality, which was really positive about the idea, and then started the process of legally acquiring this space, which was important because this is the first time that we have this legal triangle of city, municipality, and the civil organization, us, and it can be used as an example for any other case.
So street gallery is literally gallery on the street, in the street. It's an open space, and it's inter Nikole Pašića, square Nikole Pašića. It's like 200 meters away from the National Assembly. That is a very crowded area and very frequent, but that passage is somehow neglected, completely neglected, and it was used as a public toilet or illegal parking place. And we came with the idea to make the gallery, and we really had to fight against people who were using that in a legal way, in a legal sense, to organize that space, to make it a place. So I did the architectural project, and the municipality of Stari Grad helped us with the construction of it, and we started in April 2012. So next, at the end of April, we will celebrate the 3rd birthday, and we will try to negotiate for next 3 years or 5, I don't know how much. We had more than 50 exhibitions till now. We had around 10 festivals, music festivals, film festivals, kids workshop, concerts, I don't know, to cooperation with Museum of Contemporary Art, which was very important for us, also with the Architectural Week, and the last one was with October Saloon, with 3 exhibitions, so that was important for us. And also being on the street was something very new in our practice, in that sense that you can problematize every single thing that you want, and you know that you somehow making people to see it and to discuss about it, and everything that is on the margins became visible, and that's why that space is really important for me.
And also because of the mixture of audiences, because we tend to have a musical program every time we have enough resources for it. Sometimes it's much harder to do it, since we had a good cooperation with a club that was just near the gallery, so they would help us out in organizing concerts or on the openings. So you can see the mixture of people that are interested in visual arts or in music or just in hanging out. And I think we did a good thing with this, because we got a lot of people that wouldn't normally go to the gallery, but they have some general interest about visual arts, which is then being more and more developed. And so I think that we have a special audience, a bit different from other galleries, and it's really crowded when it's an opening. So I'm really I think that we're really lucky to develop that model. It was.
But I think it really became an important place, and that it contributes to the cultural city life somehow. And even, I don't know if he mentioned it a few minutes ago when we had that panel discussion, how we never cancelled any exhibition. So it doesn't matter if it's rainy or it's snowing or it's super cold or something like that. We always have the openings. And the people are coming. It doesn't matter that it's like not cool weather at all.
Yeah, one of the most extreme was when it was really snowing, and it was like half a meter snow, and we have some pictures when we are clearing the snow with the shovels and opening, and people are like, "Are you crazy? Why are you doing this?" And it was a principle, because it is on the street, then you want to do it anyway. It doesn't matter what's going on around. So. I don't know, I hope that we will get another contract now and start a new era with the gallery. Yeah.
So the collective that is running the street gallery and started with Inex Film and all different initiatives called Ministry of Space, Ministarstvo prostora, and we are all coming from different backgrounds. So I never thought that I will do my practice as the curator of the program of some gallery. So at the beginning it was complicated. So in the open call you get more than 100 works, and they're not that bad. So now you have to judge by, I don't know which criteria, do I like it, or am I right person who will say yes? And everything happened. The people who were also answering the open call were mostly the people who we know from the city, and with whom we work on the different projects as Inex Film. So Inex Film and Street Gallery started because we are coming, the main thing is that we are all coming from some kind of cultural background. So in some kind of cultural and art activities we are involved. And we notice that there are a lot of people who are producing something, but they don't have the space where to exhibit or produce, where to show and where to work. And on the other hand, I'm coming from the architectural background. I know that there is a lot of spaces which are neglected or forgotten or unused or not used in a very good sense, and there are different models. We all know that how you can run that place, not forever, but like for 2 or 3 or 5 years, and it will help. So we started at the same time with the Street Gallery and Inex Film. Street Gallery was a legal action supported by the city and municipality, and Inex Film is actually a squad where we entered a year before opening of the Street Gallery, so it was in March 2011, with a group of friends, and everything was do-it-yourself. So the reconstruction of the building, because it didn't have the proper sewage, water, electricity, windows, doors, everything was ruined. And in 6 6 months it became a cultural, basically some kind of alternative cultural center. And it is really important for us that we were part of it, and it still lives, and it will celebrate its 4th birthday at the end of April. And we're continuing with those kind of activities, but also in the different fields now, in the housing, in the urban policies, and everything that you can change, and it's visible in the public space.
In the beginning we had a big clash with the local community, micro local community around the gallery, and it's changing now. It's not so hard now, but it will always be there, because whatever space you find and whatever you think of it, there is always someone who's using it. It can be a homeless person, it can be someone taking a pee there, or people using it as a parking place. And that is something that we took for granted, that for us it was completely abandoned space which we want to renovate, to give it a new life, and all that romantic stuff that we were thinking for ourselves to be like really, messiahs for this part of the street. But we got in a clash with the local community, which was using it as a parking space. A guy claimed it as a private ownership and commercially rented to the locals. And even if they had to pay him and he had a good earning out of it, they didn't want to lose their parking spaces. That was the first clash we had, which came out successfully out of it. And then the other one is that every time somebody needs a place to dump something like a garbage or industrial stuff and so on, he do it there, because it's really convenient in the city center. And it's really incredible how we see this as a gentle art space where we exhibit, and you have a lot of people coming there, and for us it's a really important place. And they absolutely don't see anything of it. And when I approached them and I said...
Or they see it, but if they had their needs which are more important than the art...
Yeah, I come up to them and said, I'm from this gallery, and they're like, which gallery? This gallery. This is a gallery? Yeah. And I don't know, but I guess it's interests that are guiding people, so I don't know. And yeah.
There was also a case, I really like that thing, because you're always listening about the projects working with the local community, and then you go there and then you emancipate them, and then after a week everything is like a renaissance, and it doesn't really, in the real life it doesn't work, or I don't know how to make it work like that. And once, I think it was exactly a year ago, we were cleaning and preparing the gallery for the birthday. So we were cleaning the windows, and then the guy was passing by and he said, "Oh, you are the future of Serbia, you are the bright future, young people, finally." He was just walking, and you now hear the voice, and then he went next to the last window, took a pee, and then he came back. He was like, this is normal. Yeah.
And more peeing stories when our friend was who is a architecture.
It's really frustrating.
Yeah, it smells sometimes of pee. And our friend, a professor from the architecture faculty, he was leading the students around the city, and he came to the gallery, and we were doing something there, and he was like pointing at us and speaking about how it is important project and stuff like that. And in the end, because being a professor and having to dramatize stuff easily, and he was speaking like, "Okay, so I want you to smell this. I want you to take a big deep breath and to smell this. Do you smell this?" And we were already laughing, of course. We were smelling it. It's horrible. And "This is the smell of hope." Really? Really? Hope? That's hope. Okay. When we are writing the applications for grants, then we don't hesitate to write that we are visited by 30 to 50,000 people each year. I don't know if you can lie now on camera and say that's how many people is visiting us, but...
I thought it was per month, and then it was like, okay, that's too much.
Yeah, that's too much. But I have feedback from people from the bank or from a shop or something like that. They know what's going on, and they sometimes tell me, I saw this exhibition, it was really cool or not, and I am surprised every time. I mean, it's really nice. Well, we had a good cooperation with the police. First they didn't know about us, and then every time we are organizing exhibition, I spent like hour and a half on a telephone calling everyone, to move the cars or to do something that's now being, But now we have a good cooperation with them, even with the communal police. One of the chiefs of the police personally came and spoke with everybody around and told them that he will guard us and stuff like that. Which is really interesting, because our other initiatives that we do are completely against that police and against the city officials. So we are balancing in between our initiatives and presenting ourselves.
Completely.
Yeah, completely schizophrenic, because the same people we are calling now right now that we are speaking, we have a ton of garbage in the gallery, and we are calling the communal police, which arrested us a week ago for something else. So it's completely schizophrenia, and I don't know. We need a rest.
Do they recognize you?
No, I think no.
As the same entities, or?
I think no.